YouTube. I'm Pinstar, and this is Rose-Colored Goggles, Open TTD Episode 8. Yes, a bonus episode. I know the last one was titled Finale, and I was going to close this out, but I realized there's one thing I haven't done yet that I kind of want to do, and we've got a good place to do it. And that is, well, we've done lots and lots of trains, lots and lots of vehicles. We've even dabbled in sea travel, but there is one more method of transportation native to the game, at least not, if you don't count monorails and stuff like that, and that is air travel. And as far as where and when we would want to do air travel, well, I figured out a pretty good place for it. So, as a reminder, we have this big transcontinental railroad here that is all kind of centered in Center Salisbury. Now, the trains are pretty full, coming from Cameron Romanopolis into here, and also coming from Zeffingwington over to here. However, since those trains are taking passengers and mail away from Center Salisbury each time, Center Salisbury sometimes can run out of people, like right here. Five bags of mail, that's all that's sitting right there now. So sometimes they're leaving it empty. Now, we are feeding Center Salisbury some additional passengers and mail from Saphira Woods, Lake Wilkins, and ultimately Zenadar Bay and Nighthawk City. They're all getting pushed into Center Salisbury to then be taken away profitably in either direction. However, we need more. We want more. But what's the best way to do it? Well, we could do another long rail lines, but that's going to be time consuming and expensive. Why don't we just fly some people in? So what we're going to do is we're going to set up an airport right next to Center Salisbury, and we're going to attach it to our existing infrastructure, so that way the airport itself can be on the outskirts of town while still sharing the catchment area of everything in here. So this little area is perfect. So let's bust out some landscaping here. We're going to mass level this out because you do need a nice big level area for air travel. And now for airports, there are small airports, large airports, hub airports, which we haven't unlocked yet, and helicopter airports. As technology marches on, you will unlock bigger and better airports. Now, given the size and the amount of people we're going to be moving, we want the large airport. And as you can see, they ain't kidding with the size descriptor here. So there we go, boom. So now Center Salisbury can be accessed by train, truck, bus, and now plane. But one airport does not an air network make. So where are we going to fly them in from? Well, down here. We got two towns here, Dinwell and Froningville, that are absolutely perfect for the job. The reason why they're perfect for the job is that if you look at the grand scheme of things, if we were to say, for example, fly in someone from Settingham, yeah, they could get over here just fine, but there's a 50-50 chance that they would get picked up by a train heading back to Zeffingwington, and at the end of the day, we would only be paid for the difference of distance between here. This whole trip would be wasted and we would not receive payment for it. Same goes for like a town on this side of the thing. Feffing not going to pay us as much if they go all the way up here only to be brought over to Cameron Romanopolis. However, right along the center spine of the map is where we can pretty much bring anyone up here, and because of the Manhattan rule, it doesn't really matter which direction they go, is going to be profitable. So that's where these two towns, which happen to be decently sized, come in. So what I'm going to do, also because I want to stimulate the economies of these towns, rather than trying to nestle it right up to the town itself, I'm going to put the airport right here and bus people in from both towns to the airport. So I'm not actually going to try to make the airport's catchment area reach either of these. It's just going to be all bus and mail truck travel. But first things first, we got to do a little bit of leveling. Also, I don't want to annoy the towns. Let's see if we can get away with this first. I think we can. I think we absolutely can. Beautiful. And yeah, we touch a couple of things, but that's okay. Now again, we're using this as a feeder station, so we don't care if we're not bringing people back from Cameron Romanopolis, because that would make the problem worse. Not Cameron Romanopolis, Central Salisbury. We're not bringing them back this way. We're just feeding them in unidirectionally. Right then, so what we're gonna do, I think these deserve their own sets of bus stops and truck stops here. So we'll do a bus station here and a truck station here. All right, so now we need a good place to catch the rest of it. We're catching these two buildings naturally, so pretty much everything beyond this needs to be, we're gonna need two sets here. And I think the best way to go about it would be like one right here, one right here. Now we are gonna wanna complete this loop. Either this, in this direction, actually yeah, this direction be best. But let's, little tip here that I haven't mentioned before. Place all your bus stations first before you go messing with the town's roads. So in the event that they get chased off with you, you already have your stations down. Right then. So let me just remind myself the covered. Yeah, we just need this little pack over here. I think what we can do is do a station here. Actually, we just do a little loop-de-loop here, and that'll cover us just fine. And in this case, we are going to, yeah, going to do that. And then we're going to do something like this. All right, now we got to draw our roads here. And then down here, yeah, I don't want to demolish that big building here. So we're going to plug that into there. And then I think both to encourage growth and also to get some better things here, let's pop you down here so that we have a smooth landing for our roads here. Will you let me? Probably not. No, you won't. That's okay. We can just do something like that. Not as pretty, but we'll take it. All right, that's Froninville taken care of. In fact, here, this little blemish can be our road depot. Beautiful. Much better. All right, now over to this side. Dinwell, and looks like we're going to be making use of a bridge for Dinwell. I don't think it'll let me bridge off of the middle here, although I'm going to try. No, and they're not going to let me delete a road straight off of here. That would not go well. So I think we're going to need to draw off of this road right here, which is fine. What are this? What's the max speeds of these vehicles? Oh, stop. That's enough. Stop, stop, stop. What is the max speed? So yeah, we don't want it to slow the road traffic down at all. So yeah, the steel girder is good enough. We could also make this a giant loop, but nah, we'll just we'll put this off down here. Put you here, put you over here. There we go, that's not too bad of a trip. And now let's find the most optimal way to cover Dinwell proper. So this and this will cover it, but there's no good way to loop it. Not efficiently. We might need to leave one house on the table. The alternative is to just put one right here. Yeah, actually, you know what? We don't have to both be inroaders. Yeah, because they're diagonal, they'll touch. I know I can do the control click thing, but I'm trying to limit how much I do that. All right, now up here, I think this is a good loop opportunity right here. So if we do like one right here, although, we miss out on this. Actually, if we do it over here, this is much better. Yeah, this actually works out perfectly. Let me risk a little bit of landscaping here. I don't want to piss the town off too much, but let's give this a try first. Yeah, this'll work up this way. Get you up to here. Okay, and now at this point we can do our road drawing. And then this will encourage the town to grow around here. If I could, and we're gonna see if the town lets me, I'm gonna try and snipe this one house so that we can do a little loop-de-loop and make this efficient. We'll see if it lets me. Nope, that's okay. I know that was a bit of an ask. All right, get our depot over here, and now it is time to saturate. Don't worry, we'll actually get to the airport part of the program shortly, but we need passengers to feed the airport first. All right, so we're gonna do 2 Regal buses here. One to here, one to here. Transfer. Yeah, we'll do the full load too. Also, for those, I never mentioned this before, but the whole, passengers and mail don't have any specific destination in mind thing is actually a game setting. It's called standard cargo distribution, where it doesn't really care. It'll go to anywhere that accepts it. But there's another mode called cargo dist. And that is significant. That flips the script significantly. So if this series is popular enough, the next one I do will be on cargo disc and also on a different biome, just to mix things up a little bit. It's a bit more challenging, I will say, but that keeps things interesting, yeah. All right, so let's get 2 more of these. Uno dos. Cargo, and then up here and over here. You are full load, and you are transfer. And then we're just going to clone these 2. We're going to clone each of these once. 2, 3, 4. Off you go. All right, I'm pretty much going to do the same thing over here, so I'll see you guys on the flip side. Okay, the trucks are on their way. Now, let's talk the airport. So, the airport is pretty self-contained. Comes with its own railroad. It comes with its own runway. It has 3 different gates for airplanes to stop at, and it even has a built-in hangar for the new aircraft. That's basically the depot here. Now, we have at our particular thing here, A couple of different choices here. So we actually only have one large airplane, the FFP Dart, but that's fine. I don't like this max reliability, but we'll have to make do, because the only other two ones are small airplanes, and yeah. So this naturally carries with it 90 passengers, 10 bags of mail, but it can be retrofitted to carry other things as well. So yeah, let's get ourselves an FFP Dart. Now, just like any others, we have to tell it which airports to go to. But that's it. We don't have to worry about laying out any other markers or track or roads or anything. That's the handy thing with these airplanes here. Now, just as before, we are going to, we don't need to full load any cargo, but we do need to keep using the transfer because we don't want to bring people away from Center Salisbury. That's the whole point. So we will get you started here. Now, because each of these normal aircraft can only carry 10 units of mail, we're going to be overwhelmed with mail pretty soon. But we can just buy another one of these and retrofit it to carry only mail. All right, so we got 31 passengers waiting. And 31 passengers taken back. And off you go. And we will clone this aircraft. So yeah, as you can see, these airplanes are pretty darn quick and they don't care about any obstacles, really. They just fly straight to their destination. Well, almost straight to their destination. Let me put the cities back on, make them prettier, because we don't really need to worry about this. Now here, it's going to offload, and we're going to get a pretty decent, I mean, that was only 31 people, and we got over 1,000 in transfer credits just from this alone. And now we have 31 more people to give to the hungry departing trains here to take them even further and lock in those transport credits. Oh my, okay. Yeah, okay, let's get some more planes going. So we're gonna clone you for just more of the passengers. We're actually going to clone you twice. But then we're also going to get a Dart and retrofit you to just mail. So now it can carry no more passengers, but now 100 bags of mail. And just like the others, we're going to give you similar orders. Pick up at the airport. Drop off here. Transfer, please. And off you three go. It's too bad there wasn't a subsidy between this city and the other. But yeah, it can house 3 parked planes at once here. Only one runway, which can be a limiting factor in the throughput. There's also a small chance every time a plane lands that it will crash. It is very small, but it's much larger than like the actual real life chance that any given airliner flight will crash for the number of times they take off. All right, we're getting more planes coming on in. And yeah, even without having to wait for full loads, we're getting pretty much full loads here. We don't want to overload the plane network, but let's see what kind of payouts we're getting when we're rocking full loads here. I think that was a full load, or maybe a partial one. How about you? Are you full load? You are not quite a full load. But still, $3,000, not too shabby. $2,000, not too shabby. And yeah, the planes will just fly in a circling pattern while they wait for the runway. Yeah, you weren't quite full load. I think this one was a full load. Yes, this is a full load. So let's see what we get on with an absolute full load here. All right, almost 3,500 in credits. And again, that's just for the first leg of the journey here. Now, you guys keeping up? You're keeping up. Actually, no, you're not quite. We need another mail carrier plane. Yeah, I mean, we're keeping up with the passengers mostly, but the mail... Where's our mail carrier plane? Nope, your passengers. There you are. Okay, so now we just clone this one. I think it comes pre-altered. Yeah, it does. So it saves you the... If you clone an existing one that you retrofitted, it saves you the money of having to re-retro. Oh yeah, so when planes have a breakdown, they don't immediately crash, thank goodness. But they do start emitting smoke, and that slows them way down. The other thing is once you get into higher in technology and the planes get faster, your payouts are going to be higher. So that should be all set here. Yeah, just taking the mail and some passengers, and we're good. Yeah, now the reliabilities on these are not the greatest. Teddingbury to Settingham. Yeah, none of ours here. But yeah, all the others are a little off the center rail here. I mean, a case could be made for Flatwood, but a little bit too far for a little bit too few of a population. So yeah, that, my friends, was airports, and this is a perfect example of when to use them. If you can sneak one into a major main hub here, we can boost the amount of mail and passengers being brought back and forth here. It's still not quite anything compared to the raw numbers that you bring in with trains, but every little bit counts, and because of the extreme distances involved with these planes here, you can get a boost in your actual earnings here. All right, so if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, if you want me to do another series on this, or maybe some strategy and tactics quick tips, let me know in the comments. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar, signing out. See ya! Thank you.